What up, though, and welcome back to another episode, man. It's your boy MNG, and we are back with another Married to Love. And man, this series is getting hot, man. And when I say it's getting hot, I literally mean it's getting hot. Now they ain't moved on. There's like 4 couples left that are moving on into the next round. So they about to talk to therapists. They about to have the real questions. They about to do it all. So I'm excited to actually get into this one, okay? Because now we about to see who gonna fold and who gonna fall in love. Now, before we go ahead and get into that, make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Also, don't forget, man, we got the mix and match sale going on. You know, if you buy 2 shirts, you get a free hat. You buy a shirt and a hoodie, you get a free hat. If you buy 2 hoodies, guess what? You get a free hat. So basically what I'm trying to say is go get your damn free hat. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Kendra and Marcus, it's good to meet you both for the first time, of course. Yeah. My name is Quest Green. I am a certified marriage and relationship coach. And it's going to be my pleasure, honor, and privilege to be able to walk through this process with you, right? And have these conversations so that we can make sure we're making good decisions as it relates to relationship, right? So from what I understand, you chose each other in terms of a match. What are some of the things that you are looking forward to in this experience?
Ladies first.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking for a connection.
Yeah.
I'm looking for understanding and someone to listen to what my desires are and just my dreams and having a non-judgmental outlook. Yeah. More so. Partnership. Yeah. More so than anything.
Yeah. What have your past relationships looked like? Let's deal with the most recent. What were some of the pros and what were some of the cons that led to a breakup and then possibly looking elsewhere for a relationship?
Not listening.
Yeah.
More of just trying to go to solution-based versus actually just listening. Mm-hmm. Of course, we always want a solution, but when you're being interrupted in a story, when you're trying to let them know what's going on, they interrupt you for a solution versus just trying to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
That's kind of what led to my last breakup.
Yeah. Yeah. That's understandable. Marcus, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in this journey?
So for me personally, I'm looking for my companion. I'm looking for that person that I can not only, pour into them, they pour into us, and we grow as a unit. Similar to Kendra, someone to listen, someone to be there, and just most important, just communicate.
Right.
Just be you.
Right.
And don't feel like you can't be yourself.
Right.
With me. Like let's be ourselves together.
Authentic. Yeah. Yeah. I'll ask you the same question. When was your last relationship, and what were some of the things that led to the breakup?
So my last relationship.
So right now it sounds like they on the same page. I mean, they have their coach here, and he's asking them some. I think right now he's asking them kind of like some surface level questions. What do you like? And he just recently asked his last relationship. So I think these is pretty surface level. I want to see how deep he actually gets into the conversation. Right now, it seems like they're on the same page. But one thing that I am saying is that he has to think about his responses. It's like not free flowing about what he actually wants out of a relationship. And it's not necessarily a red flag, but at the same time, going into this show, knowing that you're about to meet a coach or, how the case is, that it should be like free flowing of, what you actually want out of a relationship. Like, what are you looking to build, and kind of go from there.
Relationship was 2018. So, we grew distance. Like we were together for like 4 years. And I believe, once she went to get her master's and stuff, that same kind of connection we had in college wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
So, I realized during that time, I was pouring so much into her, but I wasn't pouring back into myself.
She wasn't pouring into, okay, you weren't pouring into you. 2018. That's a large stretch. You said about 7 years. Why now as opposed to jump back into the relationship game? Why now?
I've tried dating on and off. Start off great, but then something like, that don't seem right, or, there's red flags. And honestly, I probably had my own issues as well, which, made me say, hey, maybe I need to take a step back. But now that I believe I've gotten over that, doing therapy and stuff, I think I'm truly ready to find that next person.
And that's a good amount of time to, let me ask you this. What are some of the things that you've learned about yourself during that period from 18 to now that has prepared you to jump back into a relationship?
First, patience. I had to relearn what patience was, right? I think as we grow, I think our levels of patience dwindles.
Bruh.
So, for me, it was like, I have to learn patience is a virtue, and you have to sometimes wait to really see the bigger picture of things.
Yeah.
So, that was the biggest thing. It's like I had to relearn the definition of patience and just more so like doing things for me.
Yeah. That's big.
That was, I was.
One thing I will say is that I will commend the fact that he took the time to understand and learn himself and grow from that, realize that relationships just wasn't working out, whether it was the issue of the woman or the issue of himself, but taking that time to actually step back from relationships and say, you know what, let me kind of focus on me and see where I can grow more so I can be better for a relationship. And sometimes we need that. We need that time away from socializing and dating to actually understand who we are and what makes us happy. Not only do we learn what we contribute to a relationship, but we also know when we don't want to deal with BS from a person that we want to be in a relationship with. You start to understand and know what you are willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate.
Always a people pleaser. But now it's like, don't get me wrong, I still love making sure the people I care about are good, but I'm putting myself first. In anything. God,
and not from a selfish place, of course, right?
Of course. Yeah. God first, but, everything dealing with me, if it's meant for me, if it feels right, if it aligns, sometimes things may require work, but, at the end of the day, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me.
Yes, sir. So, Kendra, I wanted to ask the same question to you as well.
Okay.
How long has it been between the last relationship and deciding to jump back into a relationship again, dating, if you will?
I waited about a year because I'm divorced. I am divorced.
Oh, okay.
So we were together for 3 years. We didn't have any kids. So in the state of Virginia, because there's no kids, we can get divorced within 6 months.
Oh, wicked.
So that was a quick process. Okay. So divorce finalized, and I was probably single for like maybe a year and a half before I jumped into a relationship. And that ended because of lack of communication. Just with my job of what I do. I'm in the car industry. So long hours. Sometimes I'll say I'll be there 8:00, but then I get a customer at 7:30 and then I don't leave till 10. So it's just, after a while, people get tired of that. Like they feel as though that you're playing with their time. And it's like, I'm not. Like I'm really not. It's just, I gotta provide for myself, So
let me ask you this question. Before you got married, did you guys do any kind of premarital counseling or premarital coaching prior to?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
See, I like that he asked that question because a lot of people get married and don't go through the premarital counseling. And that's one thing that I think is a huge, huge plus if you're with somebody that want to go through the marital counseling, so you can kind of flush out some things that you may not have decided to ask or thought about asking. And you could kind of flush out some of the fears and the trauma that you may have going into the marriage so the marriage can actually last. I think skipping that part of it, I don't think it hinders relationships, but at some point in time, it does give you some tools, and it gives you somebody to go back to that that's familiar with you to say, you know what, we're having issues, and I think there's some conversations that we need to have in order to be able to move forward through this marriage so we can have a good, healthy marriage. It's about having that great, solid foundation, or building on the foundation that you already built on, because you can't build on, cracked foundation. It's not going to work. It's going to fall apart every time.
Not to say that but this is the reason why we're going through the motions now, right? So we can just pay attention to a couple of things. I wanted to, before I ask you, one of the things that I do as a coach is I run a company called The Greenhouse. And 4 pillars that there are is foundation, love, lifestyle, and legacy. Who you are as an individual, of course, is a foundation. You don't build anything without a foundation, right? And of course, there's the love. All the pillars are self-explanatory. The lifestyle you build around that love, and then the legacy you pass on to your children, and so on and so forth. Who do you guys believe that you are in terms of foundation that makes you ready for relationship or ready for dating or getting back into that
out of the 4 pillars, or
no, just from the foundation perspective, like who you are as an individual? Because I'm sure that you've learned some things along the way from the divorce till now, some things you've learned after that last relationship. How do you believe that from a foundational perspective, who you are as an individual that makes you prepared to jump back into the dating scene?
I'll say being divorced absolutely helped me with my relationships now, because I have a patience, a better understanding of outside of myself. Like, okay, these are my emotions, and that's another person. Like, just because I'm feeling this way doesn't mean that he's supposed to feel this way. Like, I can communicate that, but do it in a way that is a way for him to understand versus me just attacking the person with the emotions that I have.
You've learned to be a little bit more empathetic.
Yes, more empathetic and calmer, because I'm not naturally a calm person. I'm like very rowdy. So in an intimate situation, it's kind of hard to keep like the monotone.
Right.
I'm passionate. Like, my voice is going to fluctuate.
Right.
So having that, learning to do this in the conversation versus raising your voice, because I've learned that once you start raising your voice, guys, it turns off. So it's like, okay, I need you to listen to me. So let me keep this tone here so that I keep your attention.
That is super big.
So I learned that.
Yeah, I like that. Marcus, what about you?
I think for me, it is learning to be a leader, learning to lead. I think, with marriage and just relationship in general, you have to be able to lead and, be that guy. Not everything's going to be right. Not everything's going to lead to success, but being able to take the steps forward and not be afraid of what's to come, because you have somebody with you. For me, I had to learn how to be a leader, because for me, my parents are a little bit older and sick. My mom had a stroke probably 2 years ago. So
sorry to hear that.
That caused me to have to step up with my other siblings to be able to, hey, we got to take care of this. We got to go do that. We got to make sure she goes to her appointments. I stay in Charlotte. She stays back in South Carolina. So I was traveling. I had got a new job and everything, but I had to navigate as a grown man and as a leader.
That's actually pretty big, because what are the parallels that you see between having to step up there and between relationship? Because we all know just because we're a leader, that doesn't necessarily mean control. Some people associate leadership with control, and that's not necessarily what leadership.
I like the reflection piece of this, but, speaking about the leadership point that he was talking about, stepping up to be a leader or, fulfilling the role of leadership in 2 years, in the last 2 years, because your mom had a stroke, it makes you wonder, what were you doing like prior to that? It's a good skill to learn. If you're not in leadership position, then, how were you leading? How were you leading in relationships? That's why I like this reflection part. See, these are the conversations that people need to have. And I'm glad that he's guiding this conversation, because knowing that he just started to be a leader or develop leadership skills, prior, not prior, but after his mom had a stroke, it means that he's still developing those leadership skills. So he wasn't leading in the relationship, and that's probably why they were failing, because he wasn't leading. So I'm really there's a lot of good pieces in this conversation that you can take from and realize like there's a lot of growth between these two and room for them to grow, and they're going to learn that where they are now in their development stage, they're going to have a lot of patience and understanding with each other as they navigate this relationship. Like this is really awesome.
What do you see in terms of parallels between relationship and having to step up in family and do that as well?
It's just being there. Yeah. I think when you feel like you have support behind you, it makes it so much easier for you to feel your feelings, to be able to express yourself, just to feel like you have a safe place, even when it feels like the walls are closing in.
Yep. I love it. Before we get out of here, I just want to let y'all know this is going to be a lovely journey. I'm listening to the two of you right now, and you sound real solid. And my purpose here is going to be to walk with you as we navigate through this, just to make sure that we're having conversations that align with what you're looking for in terms of an end result as far as this relationship thing is concerned. So it's been a pleasure to meet you, Kendra. Marcus, it's good to meet you as well.
Sir.
What's going on, sis? Where you at? Listen, did I tell you? I matched with somebody on this show. Yeah, girl. Listen. I'm a little. I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I'm waiting for her right now. She pretty, mad pretty.
What you mean you don't know how you feel? You
Like,
kind of nervous?
I'm kind of nervous. Like, it's been a minute since I've been on a date, girl. Sure.
Come on, man. Nervous.
All right, serious date. But you know what I mean. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, I didn't even think I was going to be picked, honestly. I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, I ain't think. When she said she wanted to explore, I was like, I couldn't show my face right then, but I was like, huh?
You shocked?
Listen, I was shocked. I was a little shocked now. But, you know, we're going to make it work.
Yeah, call me when it's over.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
You know I love you.
All right, love you too.
All right, bye. All right. She should be hitting a little bit. Matter of fact, can I get the shot mixed with y'all got like lemonade up?
Hold on. Nah. He got there at 7:00. It's now 8:30. What time was they supposed to meet? Was he just early? We gonna see the rest of it, but I'm definitely curious on the start time and arrival time. Like, was we supposed to start at 7:00? 7:30? We an hour and a half in right now.
Pineapple juice?
I have both.
Let me do lemonade.
I'm stuck here. Like, they couldn't.
Oh, you still at work? Damn.
Yes, I'm still at work.
Yeah, it's all good. I was definitely looking forward to, you know, just playing these games and talking some but, you know.
We are. Don't say that. Don't say that we're not. Because we definitely are.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, she was at work. All right. Make your money. Okay, that's all I got to say. Make your money. You know, that's valid. Because it happens. But at the same time, a text message or something like that, you know, as you see time getting away, you know, maybe a little quick text, hey, I'm still at work. I'm trying to get up out of here. You know, I'll text you when I leave, but I still plan on meeting with you. Something like that. Something like that.
For me anymore?
No, you know I'm going to wait for you. Don't do that. It's all good.
I said 7, and it's 2 hours later. Like, it's out of my control completely.
And listen, let me tell you this. I understand things happen. You working, baby. Yeah, baby. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? You're working. So, at the end of the day, I understand. You got to make that money. You got to do what you got to do. So ain't no hard feelings. I appreciate, just telling me what was up. So it's all good.
Okay, and I really do appreciate your patience.
All right, so picture didn't come. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, she had to work, so I'm not upset or anything. I get it. Work. You got to work. You got to make that money. So at the end of the day, I appreciate her reaching out and letting me know what was up. She's still trying to get up and do something. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Okay. So what's next then? So you guys are gonna try to move forward with another date?
Oh yeah. Like we're gonna work something out. We're gonna talk and try to get something going for sure.
Okay, that's good. Well, looking forward to seeing you and recording with you next time.
Oh yes, sir. Thank y'all.
I get it, but 2 hours later, then comes the communication. I mean, I don't know. I would have wanted to see that earlier. Maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 45. No, just a quick text or something like that. Just to say that you're gonna be late or you're not gonna be able to make it. Sitting here for 2 hours. I mean, yeah, she eventually reached out, but 2 hours, that's great. That's crazy time. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy amount of time to wait. I mean, but then but not just on her part, but on his part too. Like, he could have texted like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Something like that. But we gotta hold accountability where accountability is at. Like, yeah, I get you at work, but you could have shot me a little text message and everything. And then he could have did the same thing, like, "Hey, is you good? Everything okay?" Anything could have happened, within that 2 hour span. So we got to keep the communication alive and not just assume that the person is on their way. 15 minutes in, he should have been texting, 20 minutes in, texting, calling, "Hey, everything good? We supposed to meet at 7, it's 7:20. I just want to check on you. Like, I'm worried at this point." You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
Hello, you lovely couple. Hi. How are y'all today?
Doing well.
That's good. My name is Candace Moffitt. I am a licensed mental health counselor, and I own a company called New Vision Therapy and Wellness, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Just a, little introduction, not too much, so just relax and let's see, why you're here today.
Mm-hmm. My name is Quest Green. I am a certified marriage coach. I deal with premarital as well. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called The Greenhouse that helps marriages and relationships grow. And same thing, I'm with her. We just want to have a conversation today about, what you guys are looking for and the direction that you want to move in as far as relationship is concerned. So we'll just start off by telling us a little bit about yourselves.
My name is Nathan White, Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Come on.
I'm a veteran out of the Navy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your service.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Some things about myself. I love to go to the gun range. I love to go skating, hiking, a lot of those things. And just more stuff I'm still discovering because I'm kind of new to the city. So finding those new hobbies.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Where are you located now?
Uptown Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the heart.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta feel the experience. I gotta hop in the midst of Charlotte. Come on.
All right.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah. I'm a current student at Winthrop University. I'm a senior, about to graduate soon.
Come on.
Majoring in biology, concentration in pre-PA.
Come on.
Yes. I want to be a PA in dermatology, open up my own spa, all those things.
Come on.
As far as hobbies go and how I like to enjoy my time, I love to sing. I sing a lot. I dance. I'm on the dance team. I'm at my school as well. I do a lot. So I like to read. I love watching movies, all those good things.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about where you guys are wanting to move in terms of relationship, because from what I understand, you chose each other in terms of the whole series of the show, correct? And what is the direction that you want to head in terms of relationship? You want to see it matriculate from where you are to hopefully where?
Definitely a serious relationship. Somebody I can bond with and enjoy their hobbies, and they be able to enjoy mine as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. For me, I can say similarly. A serious relationship, if it goes in that direction, for sure. I'm kind of looking for a life partner. I want somebody who can support me, and I'm looking for someone I can support as well and uplift.
I like that.
Awesome.
The fact that he was more affirmed in his response. He didn't say if. She threw if in there, like if it goes that way. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think in this setting, for me, when he came, he was like, yeah, I'm looking for something serious, and everything. And she like, well, I'm looking for something serious too. If it goes that way, it doesn't sound like that's what you're looking for, right? I mean, you came to the dating show looking for love. It's called Meet2Marry. So I would expect the conversation to be a little bit more affirmed and not have an if in there. I mean, I understand things happen, but I wasn't expecting an if.
Awesome.
I like that.
So, curious about ages. How old are you?
I am 24.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
I just turned 23 in June.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So not too far off, right?
No.
Yes. Okay. So, Leah, with you being in school, what are your goals? Like, do you plan to stay in this area, or where are you trying to?
As of right now, I do want to stay in the area. I actually live in Rock Hill currently because of where I go to school, and I kind of love the city. It's right near Charlotte too, so I get access to, the different, communities. So yeah.
Awesome. Woo up. Okay.
Woo up.
Yes. Woo alum. Yes. So I definitely went to, that's awesome. It's a beautiful school.
Yeah. We're gonna have to connect for sure.
Definitely. Yes.
I know a lot of the times when we get on the topic of relationship, right, we always talk about the things that we're looking for collectively. What are some of the things that you think about yourself that said to you, you know what, I'm ready in this season of life for a relationship?
I've discovered through many trials and many tribulations, just on my own, I finally discovered peace for myself, or happiness for myself. I know what that is, what that looks like. I find joy in my own time. So wow, that calming state is like, okay, it's safe for somebody else to step into that type of environment.
All right. Leah?
For me, I would have to say kind of like the transformation that I've been going through since my last long-term and serious relationship, which was 3 years ago. A lot of heartbreak and a lot of different aspects where I kind of beat myself down a lot, and just what that rebuilding process looked like, especially with how God has entered in differently. Cause like I grew up in the church, but finding him and what he looks like for me, that relationship with him after going through something so difficult, definitely makes that whole transformation process more beautiful. And I feel like at this point in time, after, spending so much time alone and recognizing who my real friends are and who my family is, now I kind of want to experience this happiness with somebody else, this newfound joy that I'm having within myself and within my space. Yeah.
Are you both believers?
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to have God in your relationship?
Number one. Number one.
Oh, that's a good question. And y'all know from my reactions on Pop the Balloon, I tell y'all there are two things that will split a couple up. That's zodiac and that's religion. Those are the two things that will definitely end a relationship. If you're not on the same page with religion, the relationship is definitely going in the trash. And if you're not on the same page when it comes, well, I ain't gonna say the same page when it comes to zodiac, but there are some zodiacs that they once they find out who you are, they're not gonna deal with you. Like it is a hard pass. So they're both saying that God is number one in their life. So that's good. That's a foundation they can build on.
That's good. Yeah, it sounds like they both have done the work, right? And they both have that foundation coming from the heartbreak, coming from the trials, that you've been able to see yourself in a new way, that you've done the work. Because a lot of times in relationships, we see as, those, when we meet those couples, what we see a lot of times is they haven't done the work. And then that brings more trauma and chaos in the relationship. So both of you have done the work. So since you guys have done the work, what can you bring to the relationship? And when you answer this question, can you look at each other and tell, the person, what can you bring to the relationship?
I can bring support. I feel like I want to support you in everything that you do. And that goes for, any partner. But I feel like I want to show up. I want to be there. I want to be somebody that could be a listening ear for you, as well as someone, if you would like that advice or another thought, another brain, put our brains together and figure it out. Yeah, figure it out.
So she said something there that kind of caught my ear. I like everything that she said, but she said she feels like. I don't like how that went. I don't like how that went. Let me tell you why. It's not that I know this is what I could bring to the table. It's not that I believe I could bring this to the table. It's not that I think I could bring this to the table. It's I feel I can bring this to the table. The problem with feel is that feelings can go away. Because you feel like you could bring this today, but you may not feel like you could bring this tomorrow. Because feelings change. That's what I said in the beginning about being more affirmed in the things that you're saying. And then she said, if that's something that you want. See, there's no affirming that she wants this relationship from my perspective. When you're throwing if in there, if you like this, if you want this. Okay, if you don't want it, then what? You gonna change? No. So you're saying that you feel like you could bring it there. I just feel like that's just not concrete enough, because you could feel like it today, but won't feel like it tomorrow.
I think that's kind of like outside of that, genuine. I'm very genuine. I like to be very honest, a good communicator. So I feel like I could bring a good foundation for, growth as an individual and in our relationship.
Can't beat that one. I'd definitely say happiness in a way that's like those times where you might be going through as you're developing and going into your career more and stuff like that, just being there for you in ways, or that constant with you or our relationship with God, things like that.
It's been nice meeting
you see the difference in conversation? Men are not going to lead with the idea of feeling. He had, he could have expanded more on what he said, but it was more concrete. That's kind of what you look for when a conversation comes about, like that key point right there.
Meeting you guys today, and really excited to take this journey with you.
Super.
Yeah, and we will be doing more group sessions, more couple sessions, more individual sessions. So looking forward to getting to know you guys more, and just being able to see if this is truly a Meet2Marry.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think one of the things, just continue conversing, continue talking. And like she said, we want to be a part of the journey, just providing information for you that'll allow you to make good decisions, right? They say information changes situations. So hopefully we'll be able to do that for you as we walk with you throughout this journey.
you nervous. I feel focused. No, you had some fries. Wow, 5. I've seen fries. Yeah, you had some 5 fries. Thank you. So I guess.
Interact with everything you find and solve puzzles to uncover the treasure. If you fail, the door will be sealed once more, and you will.
Oh man, don't tell me that's gonna be an escape room. That's the worst. An escape, like strategize. Ooh, that's really gonna test this foundation. I just hope it ain't gonna shade. I like them. They look good together.
Perish. Locate the journal, find the treasure, and escape the temple before it's too late. Time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence. Yeah, 1, 6. Woo! We did. Okay. Keepers. Must translate those symbols into the templates on the giant leaf. Whoa. Why does it look? Okay. I'm not a fan of the animal. Tough loss for our lovers. It's okay. All that matters is that you guys have fun.
Look, I've been in an escape room with a management with like a whole administration team, and it is hilarious to see how many leaders you have in the room and how many people fight for control to be leader, to lead over other people in the situation. Like, it was crazy. Funny. I just kind of stayed in the background and just walked around. I was like, I don't want no problems with that. I'm low on the totem pole. I don't need those issues.
Went to the tablet. She didn't even look.
So the animal's the tiger.
You didn't see how she started. She's like, yeah, I can just show y'all the tablet.
And that's gonna open the door. But how is the wall supposed to take us over there to take us through the door?
Second spell tiger. I want to know how to spell tiger. That's what
Oh no, I enjoyed that. That was fun.
You gotta do that again.
Who's up for round 2?
I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming on. Next date, we're gonna get the rest of the
is that scary? I don't know, maybe, but I need you, baby.
Oh man. Hey, look. All right, man. The first day looked good, man. So Nathan and Aaliyah look good together. Y'all gotta give it to them, man. They may go. Hey, look, y'all gotta tell me who y'all think is gonna go, man. Like, for real. Like, who do y'all think is gonna make it to the end and who is gonna fall back? You know, you gotta love to see it. But man, hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the content. You know, make it do what it do. You feel me? And don't forget, we do have that mix and match sale. So go ahead and get your free hat. You get 2 shirts, you get a free hat. You get 2 hoodies, you get a free hat. You get a shirt and a hoodie, guess what? You get a free hat. You might as well go ahead and get your damn free hat. But look, I'll catch y'all in the next go around. Peace.